Welcome to the special edition of Mobility Focus. I'm Jennifer, and today we're going to focus on one of our employees here at Sunset Empire Transportation District. We're calling this video series the Employee Focus, and we hope this gives our viewers a little insight to what makes SETD roll. We're joined here today by Rick, who is our maintenance supervisor and fixed route driver supervisor. We look forward to learning a little bit more about him and the work that he does for us here at Sunset Empire. Thank you for coming and being here with us today, Rick.
Well, thank you for setting this up.
I have a few questions just to get to know you a little bit better.
Okay.
How long have you worked for Sunset Empire Transportation?
Approximately 2 years.
Wow, 2 years. And where were you before starting your career with us?
The Port of Astoria, I was chief of security.
And what did you do before that?
Several odd jobs, but my main career was United States Coast Guard of the food service.
And how long were you in the Coast Guard for?
22 years.
Yeah, we appreciate that. Thank you so much for your service. Yeah. And we are very glad that you are here with us now.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, you bring a lot of great tools and leadership to our group here. And I would say, for one, I have learned a lot from you.
Thank you.
So I appreciate that. And if I haven't already mentioned it, Rick is our Employee of the Quarter because of those things, because of the leadership and the great ethic and skills that you have and exhibit every day you're here. So appreciate you. I'm glad you're here. I hope it's for many more years. Yeah. And we've been through a lot in the last 2, so it's hard to believe it's already been 2 years. Can you give us an idea of what a typical day looks like for you as maintenance supervisor and fixed route driver supervisor?
Well, it starts at around 5:30. I arrive, I pull the vaults, get the paperwork together, the driver sheets, go through them, get the pre-trips for each bus that was driven the day before. Once I pull all the vaults, put them away, label them. Then I start on the paperwork, ridership, document all the ridership that had happened the day before. And then I transpose those into another spreadsheet. Mm-hmm. And then after that, I work on the pre-trips. I enter it into RTA, the maintenance program, document the mileage, update that in there, RTA. Then I copy those, and then I put those in individual bus files for that month. And then I update the manual board over here that tracks it for visual, so we can do oil changes or any other type of services that require a mileage thing. It's easier than going into the computer and trying to update that. Mm-hmm. Then that usually takes about the first hour, maybe a little more. Then I talk to you before I go off to the transit center. Go over there and usually empty the garbage over there, pick up anything that's laying around, wait for Stephanie to get there and open up and talk with her a little bit and see how her day was going and if there's any events or anything that she needs me to look at. Then once I'm clear of that, I come back here, speak with Alex. I always speak with Alex before I leave too, our mechanic. Make sure that he has things that he has lined up for the day, and if he doesn't need anything or anything that I need to go pick up for him, an order at O'Reilly's, Napa, any place like that for parts or anything like that. Mm-hmm. And then once the parts, he's got his plan of attack, like I'll bust up on the rack, make sure I'm here, available. Make sure David, our lot attendant, is set up to either wash buses or go clean shelters. And then once I do that, if vaults are counted, by the time I get back, I grab the paperwork and enter in the money amount. And then once I get done with that, then it's usually putting out fires as they come.
Yes.
Drivers need this or that, or make sure everybody's on route, check swiftly the track to see if they're on time, behind time, pull up the TC cameras and monitor those. If I hear something over the radio or something, I track that. assist you with anything, projects, anything else. And here comes Brock.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, and then, good.
I don't think that's the same dog I saw 6 months ago.
Yeah, that's fine. We can continue. She can sit there. That's fine. We're almost done. We continuing on?
Yeah.
Okay. So then the rest of the day is pretty much just helping Alex, helping David move a bus. If he's done with a bus, park it, bring another one. If there's something that needs to be ordered away from here, online or somewhere, I do that. Any other projects that I've been tasked with to do, maintenance-wise, lights, get a bid on lights, get a bid on plumbing, get a bid on anything else that needs to be done maintenance-wise. Talk with Alex before I depart for the day, make sure what buses are going out for the next day. That's pretty much it. Just wait for the next shift to come in, the PM shift for the 101. Talk with them, get them on their way. And then if something happens to the bus, go switch it out. If somebody has an issue with a bus. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. And if you need to, stop by the DC on the way home and drop mail or pick up mail or anything like that. So that's pretty much it. So
you say pretty much that's all I do, and it's a lot. Building maintenance, facility maintenance, or well, that's the same, but vehicle maintenance, keeping everybody with their parts they need, buses to wash, drivers are on time, shift change, schedule, you create the driving schedule, you and paratransit float drivers back and forth, so clearing drivers who can help you, calling in temporary drivers,
and
posting
that's on top
schedules.
Of the safety committee.
Yes, and then you're on the safety committee. Thank you, and I believe you're the chair.
Yeah, I'm the chair of the safety committee, and any other thing that needs to be done. That needs to be helped with. So.
Yeah, and you're famous for that. That's definitely why you are employee of the quarter, if not, employee of the day every single day for the amount of work that you take on every day, and you're always available to assist where needed, and then
inspections, fire inspections, OSHA inspections. They have that other inspection coming up. With, I guess, a review or whatever it's called.
Yes. So a lot to stay on top of, a lot to schedule, and a lot to assist. A lot of employees you oversee. So definitely appreciate you have big shoes that are hard to fill, and hopefully, as we move in the future, we can help alleviate some of that. Extra duties that can be taken on by others, but a lot is asked of you, and you have no problem doing it, and that's big. So you were a driver for Sunset. That's how you started with us.
That's what I originally got hired for, was to become a driver.
Right.
Didn't have any training in CDL or anything like that before.
Yes.
I've driven motorhome, but that was, didn't need a license for that.
And I think you hold the record with SETD on who's acquired their SETD CDL the fastest.
Yeah, it was within 3 weeks. That was, I think I kind of was privileged enough to fall into the right circumstances. There was a driver ahead of me that she got injured, and so I kind of took her time, and it just kind of helped move along.
Yeah.
Because if she would have stayed on track, then I'd probably a couple more weeks, just because they were focused on getting her certified. But lucky for me, bad for her. But, that she got injured.
Yes, very true. But it does speak to your initiative. Like, you strive to get it done. You don't mess around. Like, this is what I need to do, and
that was a credit to Lawrence too.
Yeah.
As a supervisor, to get me to where I was at.
Yeah.
He just kept pushing the right buttons, and
good.
It was the trainer that helped too.
Yeah. So having been a driver and driving for paratransit, our curb-to-curb service, doing maintenance, and then also becoming fixed route supervisor, which came before you took this role on. Going through all of that, you have helped older adults and those with disabilities in all those job titles you've held. Is there anything that stands out, or knowing the fact that you influence their life and the fact that they can move around our community easier because of what you do every day?
Yeah, it's rewarding, you know, because some people can't get around, and us providing that service and me being a part of it to make sure that they have a bus currently that's capable of handling them and taking them, and then the drivers are trained in doing that even on fixed route, that they can assist them securing them correctly and getting their mobility device to wherever they need to go, along with them in a safe manner. It's always rewarding, you know, when you take a veteran or somebody to their appointment, you know, because we always talk, or, you know, the other veterans, so. And we newly brought on that they ride for free, and that shows our dedication, being a veteran, and you sharing with us like the importance and the ability to make that happen, you know, that this needs to happen, and sharing with us how we can make it happen. And so team effort, you know, and Jason was a spearhead behind a lot of that too, so you know, kudos to him. And that's what we want. That's what, you know, obviously we all have that service in our heart to want to help those in our community that need it, and definitely our veterans, definitely our older adults, and those with disabilities, and we don't want to put any roadblocks, and so so we have to make sure we take care of all of them, veterans and normal civilians. Normals. Yes. What keeps you motivated at work? Because you take a heavy load. What keeps you motivated to come back every day? Coming back to help. Just coming back to help. But, you know, it's been throughout my career, you know, Coast Guard, help. That's what they're there for. So, And I've been with the transportation because Coast Guard was originally Revenue Cutter Service, but then it was when I enlisted the Department of Transportation. It was part of the Department of Transportation, and before they made Homeland Security. So I kind of had security, transportation, and the whole thing. So what motivates me is just coming to work and seeing the people and helping the people, and, you know, living life instead of sitting around. You know? If somebody was to consider a career in transit, what advice would you offer to that person? Be customer service oriented. You know, you're there that if you're going to do something for somebody, like transport them somewhere, then you got to enjoy it. If you don't like people, it's not the career for you. It's true. You know, so if you don't like your neighbor, or you're a recluse, then you going out in the public every day, seeing different people every day, from wherever, all walks of life, different countries, different nationalities, everything. If you don't want to help them, then it's not your field. But if you like doing those types of things, helping people, you know, it's like the medical field. People like to do that. They like to care for people. Transportation, the same way. You care for them to go somewhere. You know, so. Customer service behind the wheel, and still, in the shop, or anywhere. Up in the attic, finding that leak. You know, we're doing it for the people in our community, so that we can get the bus on the road. I thank you, Rick, for your time today. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for asking all these questions, answering all these questions for us, and giving us a little bit more knowledge of who you are and what you do for us. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you for joining us today on this special episode of Mobility Focus. Please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube page for more transit content like this. If you have any questions, please contact us at 503-861-7433. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.